Wizardry, Proving Grounds of the Mad Overlord, originally released in 1981, is a seminal title in the dungeon-crawling RPG genre. Digital Eclipse's 2023 remake brings this classic back with a modernized 3D look while preserving the mechanics that define the original. Let's delve into what this remake offers and how well it balances modern sensibilities with old-school nostalgia. Digital Eclipse has taken a minimalist approach in transforming the 2D wireframe visuals into 3D instead of reimagining the world with flashy, high-resolution graphics. The remake uses a deliberately simplistic and clean art style. The dungeon corridors are now rendered in 3D with lighting effects and smooth textures, yet they retain a retro vibe that pays homage to the original. Character portraits, monster designs, and spell effects have been given a fresh look, but without losing their 80s charm. This understated aesthetic works in favor of the game, preserving the sense of mystery while making the world more engaging. The interface has also been revamped for modern convenience, with cleaner menus and smoother navigation. The remake offers the ability to switch between the new and classic UA, giving long-time fans an authentic option. One of the most significant aspects of the remake is how it keeps the core mechanics intact. The 2023 version is a faithful adaptation of the original turn-based combat and class-based progression systems. You'll still be building a party from scratch, choosing from classic fantasy races, humans, elves, dwarves, gnomes, and halflings and classes, fighters, mages, priests, etc., and venturing into a dungeon fraught with deadly traps, puzzles, and monsters. For newcomers, Wizardry's difficulty may feel punishing. Death is permanent for characters who aren't revived, and a single mistake can undo hours of progress. Yet, for players who enjoy a challenge, the unforgiving nature of the game provides immense satisfaction once you master its systems. That said, the remake introduces quality-of-life improvements, such as auto-mapping, something missing from the original, where players had to map out dungeons manually on graph paper, and faster combat animations. These tweaks make the game more accessible to modern audiences without compromising the challenge that defined it. The new sound design enhances the dungeon crawling experience. Atmospheric music, subtle sound cues, and the clang of swords in battle elevate the immersion. The audio doesn't overwhelm, rather it complements the tense exploration, where every turn could bring disaster or discovery. Much like its predecessor, the remake is brutally challenging. Enemies can wipe out an unprepared party in minutes, and retreating to heal up is often a necessity. While the new visual elements and auto-mapping provide some respite, the game's core difficulty hasn't been toned down, which could be both a blessing and a curse depending on the player's appetite for old-school dungeon crawlers. There are no quest markers or hand-holding here. Exploration, trial and error, and a fair bit of luck are required to succeed. The pacing is slower compared to modern RPGs, requiring players to invest time in grinding and learning how to optimize their party. Wizardry, Proving Grounds of the Mad Overlord is a love letter to fans of the original and classic dungeon crawlers in general. It may not appeal to every modern gamer, particularly those who prefer fast-paced, action-oriented RPGs, but for veterans of the genre, it's a rewarding experience. Digital Eclipse has done an admirable job modernizing just enough to make the game approachable, while maintaining the brutal difficulty and core gameplay systems that made the original so iconic. If you're a fan of methodical, strategic RPGs with a high tolerance for punishing difficulty, this remake will likely hit all the right notes. The remake's balance between staying true to the original and introducing enough modern touches makes it a compelling experience for both returning fans and curious newcomers. However, its relentless difficulty and slower pace may limit its broader appeal.